The name of this article is What Teenage Brains Can Teach Us About Thinking Creatively. Teens invent dances. They make up slang words. Millions of people watch their Minecraft and makeup videos. Millions of dollars are made from their work. So why don't teenagers get more credit? Adults often criticize teens. They say youths cannot control their emotions. Recently, we learned more about the brain from a study. It has helped us to understand teenagers' behavior better. Specifically, we learned about the brain's prefrontal cortex. It is the part that handles planning and decision making. It is not fully grown until around the age of 25. So, teenagers are more likely to take risks. This part of the study helped to explain adolescents' sometimes confusing behavior. However, it left adults more focused on how teens take risks. They did not praise the brain's role in learning and creating. That has frustrated some researchers. Our brains grow at their own pace. The report on adolescent development came out in 2019. The research was carried out by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. The report found that some news headlines did not tell the whole story. Adults have been too concerned with teenagers' fragility. In turn, many completely misunderstood recent science. The report is part of a growing effort. Nonprofit groups and scientists are rewriting the story. It is true that the emotional and logical parts of teens' brains grow at different speeds. But that is not always a bad thing, researchers said. We easily overlook something. Risk taking can help teens learn and grow. Preparing for adulthood. Adriana Galvan helps to lead UCLA's Developmental Neuroscience Laboratory. UCLA is short for the University of California, Los Angeles. Fearlessness is exactly what makes adolescents creative. It can lead to social change too, she said. The teenage brain's characteristics help to prepare them for adulthood. They gain a sort of superpower in learning and creativity. Teenage brains can quickly adjust, like in childhood. They build up new connections. Unused connections are shed, but teens also start to think abstractly. That is an adult ability. Teenage brains can imagine the future, Galvan said. They also can make social connections. Brains respond to positive feedback. Recent research has focused on other brain regions. Such parts involve teenager social and emotional development. It appears that these regions do not develop by themselves. They are building connections to other parts of the brain. The prefrontal cortex is just one of those parts. That process is just as important as the maturation itself. For example, Galvan has researched the brain's striatum. It is a region connected with reward-seeking behavior. She wanted to understand its connection to the hippocampus. That brain region is associated with learning and memory. Her work suggests that the connection is especially strong in teens. It appears that adolescents learn from positive feedback. They are more likely than adults to learn that way. Positive feedback could be used more in education, she said. Teachers could use that reward system to help the students learn, she said. Teen brains are wired for risks. Joanna Lee Williams is an education professor at the University of Virginia. She contributed to the National Academy's report. Risks can be healthy too, she said. Deciding to join the marching band would be an example. That does not mean lifting all limits on teenage behavior. But parents and educators can start by understanding one thing. Some risks are good, Williams says. They are key for learning and creating. Williams admits she is looking from a bird's eye view. The findings will not solve all conflicts between adults and teenagers. Still, Teens' sensitivity to rewards means they might not just ignore risks. Instead, they might think of them positively. Adults can take advantage of that. They might not need to jump to punishment. Rewards can help teens to better learn from mistakes. Teens have a lot to contribute. The adolescent brain does not grow alone, Galvan said. It develops in different environments, she said. Families would be an example. Any change in an environment can change a teenager's growth, for better or worse. Williams sees an age of opportunity for adolescents. We know better how they learn. However, that does not mean it will be easy. There are still challenges. She sees teens leading social movements. They bring energy. Throughout history, teens have brought new ideas into public life, Williams said. The newer science explains why.